guys. I thought what a perfect time for me to make a video to show you about gardening. It's springtime and I wanted to walk you through my garden before we start. Come on over. Oh, I wanted to first start with showing you our orange tree. Most of you guys hear me talk about this orange tree when we're making orange juice. This is where a lot of my oranges come from. Here's our swing. This is here. Want to say hi to everybody? Guys enjoying this swing? This is the very beginning of spring showing on our fig tree. You can see there's little tiny figs starting to come up. Pretty soon, in a couple of months, this whole tree will be full of big leaves. Leaves as big as this. And come on over, we have raspberries and blueberries. And on this side of the garden, the spot where we have a whole bunch of sunshine, we have a lemon tree. Right now our lemons are just green. They need more time, as most of you know. And another orange bush. Right now the orange bush has tons of beautiful blossoms on it and our whole backyard smells fresh. And over here is where we always plant our tomatoes during the summertime. Right now we have beets growing in here. If you come really close, you guys will start to see the shoulders of the beets coming up, which means they're ready to be picked. So once we've picked and eaten all of the beets out of our garden, we're going to fill it up with tomato plants so we have fresh tomatoes for summertime. So I'm going to take you back over to where we're going to do some planting in my garden. I happen to have a really good spot for a garden in our yard, but if you don't, you can still plant a garden. You could use a pot. If you don't have a pot, you could ask your neighbors. Maybe you could put out a message to your neighbors, and your neighbors could put some pots out on their porch, and you guys could use those. The other thing that you'll need are some tools. So I have a shovel, and if you don't have a shovel, you can use your hands. Most of you like to dig in the soil with your hands anyways. If you don't have a shovel or you don't want to use your hands, you could use a spoon. Just make sure you wash it when you're done. The other thing that we're going to be starting with are these little tiny plants called seedlings. Some of you are seedlings, right? And we're going to be planting squash and maybe cucumbers. Let's see. These seedling plants came from my good friend Lisa. She grows her own seedlings, and if that is something that your family is interested in, I can connect you with her and you could do a drive-by pickup in about 2 weeks. She'll have, I think, tomatoes, basil, cucumbers, and I don't know, maybe a few other things, but I'll let you know. So if you're interested in having picking up homegrown seedlings, let me know. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just find a spot that has a lot of sunshine. All of these plants are summertime plants that need a lot of sun. And then most of you guys remember how to use the shovel. The pointy part goes in, push down, and a slow lift. Remember what happens if you go fast, you flip the soil. So it's going to just be a slow lift. And you're going to spend some time turning your soil. You can see how my soil is nice and dark. My soil is rich and it's ready for plants. I am finding some grubs. I'm going to just take the grubs and move them to the side because you do not want those to be in the soil where you put your new plants because they'll eat the roots. So, moms and dads, turning the soil is like a really important part of gardening for the children. It gives them a chance to really connect to the earth. Sometimes we turn the soil for 2 to 3 days before we actually even get the plants in at school. So give them lots of time to do that. Let them have the time to look for the bugs. Let them have time to feel the top layer of soil, the warmth of their hand, digging down to the cool layer underneath. But for you, I'm going to go ahead and just show you now. So these seedlings, you're going to want to dig your hole enough room for squash. This plant is going to get big. It needs a lot of space, and you can see it can grow this way, it can grow around this way. There's a lot of space for it. I gently turned it to its side, 2 hands, and then I'm going to use 2 hands to place it in the hole. Once it's in the hole, you can gently loosen the soil, and then you'll want to take your soil and cover up your hole. At school, we call it tucking them in. You're just going to want to gently place your soil around it and pat it down. Okay. I have some water. With all this rain we've been having, you're not going to need a whole lot of water, but once you put a seedling in, you do want to water. You'll want to water around it. We don't want to water on the leaves. The only time the leaves will be wet is when it rains. All right, so that is an example of how you're going to